Welcome to The Explainer. We're breaking down the latest newsletter from the International Waldenström's Macroglobulinemia Foundation. And let me tell you, it is absolutely packed with stories and resources. We've gone through it all to highlight the connections and support that are available to you right now.
I want to start with this. It's just such a powerful sentiment from a community member named Pete. It really sets the perfect tone for what this is all about. A community that's just built on a shared journey and, most importantly, a whole lot of hope. So here's how we're going to walk through everything today. We're going to kick things off with some amazing personal stories. Then we'll get into how you can empower yourself with knowledge. After that, we'll talk about finding your community, getting crucial financial support, and finally, we'll wrap up by focusing on your total well-being. All right, let's dive right in. First up, we've got the stories that are really the heartbeat of the whole WM community. Okay, so there are two stories this week that just really stand out. First, you have Pete's journey, which he calls Extra Innings. It's this incredible look at how new therapies and doctors working together are completely changing the game. And then you've got Joe Welsh. His story is so unique. He found a new kind of hope by creating a board game with his daughters called Making Monsters. And get this, it's launching on Kickstarter on September 16th. These two stories, they just beautifully show how people find new purpose and joy in such different but equally powerful ways. So those stories are just incredibly inspiring, right? But inspiration is just the start. Now we need the tools to go with it. So let's look at how you can really empower yourself with knowledge. You know, if you're a patient or a caregiver, it can feel like you're just drowning in information, all this complex stuff coming from medical records, from health apps, from research papers. It is so easy to feel totally overwhelmed. So the big question is, how do you get a handle on all of that? How do you actually feel empowered by your own health data instead of intimidated by it? Well, check this out. Here is a fantastic answer. The National Organization for Rare Disorders, or NORD, has put together this free 90-minute online course. It's designed to give you that confidence back. It walks you through everything, how your data gets collected, how it's kept safe, and why it's so important for research. It's all about feeling more in control of your own care. And it doesn't stop with that one course. Not by a long shot. September is just packed with opportunities to learn. There's a webinar on drug development. The IWMF has its patient story program. You got a deep dive on DLBCL, that's diffuse large B-cell lymphoma from Dana-Farber, and the Blood Cancer United Virtual Conference. I mean, it's a whole month of chances to get smarter about all this. Okay, so knowledge is absolutely critical, but just as important is connecting with people who actually get it, people who are on the same journey. And that's where community really comes into play. And the great news is there are all sorts of ways you can get connected. You've got in-person events like the summer picnic the Chicago support group just had, and you've got virtual meetups like the Young WM Affinity Group, which is for folks under 50. Their next meeting is Tuesday, September 30th. There really are spaces out there where you can share and feel understood. All right, let's switch gears and talk about something really practical, but also incredibly important: managing the financial side of things that comes with care. Just look at this number, over 40. That's how many people have already gotten direct financial help from the IWMF's travel and lodging program. That's a real impact. So this program, which they run with NORD, is all about helping with travel and lodging for things like second opinions or screenings for clinical trials. And let's be real, getting a second opinion from a WM specialist, that can literally be a game changer for your treatment plan. This program helps make sure that where you live isn't a barrier to getting that expert care, and it's even available for people outside the US. Okay, for our last section, let's bring it all together and talk about your overall well-being. Because at the end of the day, living well with WM is what it's all about, right? And to help with that, the IWMF has this awesome lineup of free virtual classes. I mean, take a look. There's a sound bath, fitness with Sharon, Tai Chi, chair yoga on Mondays. There's something for pretty much everyone. And if you can't make them live, a lot of them get recorded and put on their YouTube channel. And of course, when we talk about well-being, we absolutely have to talk about caregivers. Being a caregiver it's a journey of extremes. It can be so rewarding, building this incredible connection. But at the same time, it can be completely overwhelming and lead to serious burnout. And that is exactly why this webinar on September 25th is such a big deal. It's built specifically for caregivers. It features an expert clinical social worker who's going to give you practical tools for self-care, communication, stress management, all the things you need to navigate this journey with strength.
So, when you step back and look at all of it, the stories, the knowledge, the financial help, the wellness classes, you see what's really been built here. It's more than just a foundation, it's a true community, a network for support, and a powerful collective source of hope. So, as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with this one thought. What's one thing from today, just one connection or resource that you're going to explore first to empower your own journey? Maybe it's reading Pete's full story, or registering for that caregiver webinar, or maybe just trying out a chair yoga class. Whatever it is, remember that even one small step can make a huge difference.